everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome to Deep Soul Tarot. Welcome to the Daily Dish, where we get some food for thought to nourish our soul, daily things. Welcome in to anyone who is new, and welcome back to my regular Soul Tribe. For those who are new, do consider joining the Soul Tribe. Just hit that subscribe button, and presto, you are part of the tribe. All right, so we're going to get some energies for, now I don't know if anybody's seen any of the previous videos. I did a monthly, a weekly, and then I did one for, so I'm doing this like weekly. These are timeless reads, but this is Tuesday, so yesterday, of course, was Monday. And I kind of have a theme for each one. So yesterday kind of gave us an idea of what we're feeling right now with interesting energy. So check it out. And I'm going to try to squeeze in Zodiac, monthly Zodiac. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, but I'm trying. It's hard to squeeze in anything. Before you know it, the end of the day is over. Anyways, so today is Tuesday tempos. Again, it doesn't matter when you watch it, though. It's supposed to be energy for to include the next 7 days and moving forward. Energy is fluid. So it is timeless. So there you go. Well, let's just get going. Let's get into this, and let's see, as continuing on from the previous energies, which was about balance and some major changes we're making due to events happening in our lives. Bottom of the deck, overall energy is the Four of Staves. So for many of us in the collective, Seven of Swords, we have the Four of Staves, which is the Four of Wands for people who don't know, the Seven of Swords, and the Chariot. All right, and then we'll get to any more if we need to. What I'm seeing with these three cards, what I'm feeling is there was a hint of betrayal in the last video. So I got the Seven of Swords here, so there may have been some sort of deceit, lies, betrayal. But the Four of Staves here, to me, shows that we're moving on from that, and something has been either resolved with that, or we're moving on completely and leaving that behind. Because you have the Chariot, which is, we're moving to a better place. It's the drive to move ahead, all right? And you do have the Knight of Swords, so you may still have people coming at you, you know, trying to get you to do this, that, or the third. And we'll see. We'll see what our actions, what the cards say about our actions and moving forward. But so there she is. There she is, that divine feminine. Isn't she beautiful? So she showed up yesterday. I believe she was in the bottom of the deck. The Empress is here to, you know, basically how I'm feeling it right now. And just before, I always put this in, but I'm sure people already know this. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us. So when I refer to the Empress, that is the divine feminine. It doesn't matter your gender. We all have that in us. The Empress energy is nurturing yourself, your surroundings. To me, it's all about you. You know, it's the ultimate queen. You've done some work, and you're moving forward, and moving to a place. The action is to claim that throne. This is my life, right, collective? My life, my choices. So if there's something in your life that just isn't jiving and you're out of balance, this week is all about balance. That was what the weekly read was. You might want to check those out because it'll give you a little bit more information on this. I hope I don't rock the table. I have a habit of doing that. All right, so we're focusing 10 of coins. Ooh, we're focusing on, I'm feeling for a good number of us, our family. Whether it be your own family or like your immediate family, mom, dad, siblings, or maybe your own family, your husband, and maybe you have kids, or as I always say, fur babies. That's family. You are just taking care of your emotional needs and feeling that stability and focusing on those in your life that mean the most to you. And that can be your soul family. You know, as I say, this is the soul tribe, soul fam. That could be that. That could be your friends. People you choose to be part of your family, who feel like family. I just met somebody recently this past, I don't know, we've known each other now 5, 6, 7 months maybe. And that went by fast. But we met just about back then. We didn't know each other. And she's like a sister to me, you know. I'm not young. I'm an older individual. I'm not ancient, but I'm older. And she's older than me. But we're in contact. We live in different places now. We live near each other now. We don't. But she's like family to me. Okay, so this is what we may not be seeing coming. The Three of Coins. You may be getting assistance from someone in your family, some advice. For some of you, I'm just gonna say, and this may be maybe one or two of you or any, I don't know. But these are general reads, so they may not resonate for all of you. So just keep that in mind. Just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I always find that there's some sort of message in each reading. Even the ones that I may watch occasionally, they may pop up my feed, and I'll watch it. Especially if they're a new channel. I like to support the newbies. The Three of Coins, though, which you may not. Let's see. Hold on now, because this could be a challenge. You may have a hard time accepting help from others, but this is kind of like a team effort. So this is either family, friends, but it could just be your spirit team. You know, and I'll clarify these. But yeah, okay, let's move on so we can figure. But the Empress is saying, I mean, with the Empress here, to me, it's saying that you're at a point where you are mastering yourself and your life. You're getting that momentum now, where you're starting to see things that aren't fitting into your, I'm going to say puzzle, but fitting into your life the way it should. There's some things that may just need to be gotten rid of. I'm just not going to do this anymore. It could be work, it could be school, although it could be lucrative. It could be a new job. It could be you're doing well in school, well at your job. So, because these could be co-workers, honestly. But because could be a blockage or something you don't see coming, potentially, that maybe you don't realize it, but these people are indirectly helping you. Maybe they're just like moral support. Now let's see in the recent past what's been going on. The Hierophant. Well, yes. See, now that is wedding. Anybody getting married? Because you could be the bride here, not the princess bride, but the empress bride. That could just be for maybe one or two of you. But the Hierophant is the recent past. Maybe you have traditions with your family. Maybe you have. Father's Day is coming. Where I'm recording this is coming up. So, I mean, you may be watching this afterwards, and that's fine. This is like timeless. These are timeless, so it doesn't matter when you watch it. The energy can apply. There may be a message in here for you at that time. So what I see with the Hierophant here, I usually see the Hierophant, depending on the energy in the reading, as kind of doing your own thing, where this is like the Hierophant can be like structure, you know what I mean? But for some people, that kind of structure, whether it be church or whatever, I'm a bit rebellious myself, so it's hard for me. I can follow rules, that's not a problem per se, as long as they make sense to me. But I like kind of do my own thing. I mean, obviously reading tarot is not the most common thing for a lot of people in this day and age, but a lot of people still do it as well. I don't go and do what other people do. So I'm thinking that maybe this is you. That even though your family may be trying to help you, and it's coming from a place of love, that you're saying, well, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. I'm listening to you. I will heed your advice. But ultimately, it's my decision. You're the Empress in this scenario. For the collective. So the collective is being in touch with the feminine side. And you want a very comfortable life, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but somebody wants to move to the mountains. I don't know what that means. Alright, and so in the near future, coming up, the Four of Cups. So here's the thing. If you follow the advice of people, and it's not a bad thing, because sometimes it's valuable advice. They say something to you, and you're thinking, maybe that is what I need to do. But the Four of Cups is in the near future, so be careful. Be careful to not do things that other people want just because you don't want to disappoint them or make them unhappy. Now, here's the advice, because the Four of Cups is kind of like a stagnant energy, like, yeah, okay, I'm okay, I guess, but, just bored and just not quite happy. And then you have the Five of Cups is advice. This Five of Cups, to me, represents that you may be, with this Hierophant, or maybe you've already done this before. And you make decisions kind of based on the opinions of other people. I'm not saying all of you, but there may be some of you in the collective that happens, and then you regret not following your own heart. You know, like your intuition. You know, the Empress is very intuitive and very in tune with her emotions and what means the most to her. And if you have family and you're close to your family, of course your family means a lot to you. And you want to make you want to make them happy. You want to be happy, but you want to make them happy as well. And so you don't want to disappoint. But sometimes you have to kind of go out on your own and do your own thing. But, well, let's just see. All right? Let's do a quick clarification here. Right off the top. All right, the Empress people. Let's move these out here. Get a little clarification. The Hanged Man. Okay, so as the Empress, I'm sorry. I just whipped that away. It's time for you now. I think for you, for the collective, I think for a lot of us, we're starting to see things maybe a little bit different. Like in the past, there may be some of us who have listened to others that mean a lot to us. But it's time for us to, sit back and say, you know what? I appreciate the advice, but this is my decision. And now you're taking a time out and say, this is a transitional period for you. And you're taking a time out. And you're not in distress. But let me just think about this. And let me I heard what you said. I'm going to take it to heart. But ultimately, it's my decision. But thank you for trying to help. And, eventually you'll know what my decision is. The 10 of Coins, 3 of Cups. Okay, so this is celebration. So for some of us in the collective, we may have very supportive friends, family, and that's great. That's awesome. Not all of us have that. It's a time of celebration, though. So I'm hearing just celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself and celebrate the fact that you are standing on your own 2 feet and you're making this decision on your own. You have heard what your family and friends have said, and maybe when you're done with this decision, you're going to go back to whomever, family, friends, whatever, and celebrate with them. Because you have the 3 of Cups and the 3 of Coins, and maybe they did help you indirectly. The Justice card. So with this 3 of Coins, sometimes we need outside help to help us bring a little balance in our life. Because sometimes it's hard for us to see objectively about things in our life. So I'm thinking that these people, whomever they are, if there are people, maybe it's just people on YouTube that you watch certain people, whether it's tarot or whatever, maybe that's kind of helping you as well. Hopefully. That's our goal. At least that's mine. So like I said, my tarot is all about empowering yourself. So trying to do things in your life that balance your life in a way that you're empowered and you're in a very happy situation and you're stable. Justice card is all about the truth. So with that Hanged Man here and the Justice, I hear again the word balance, and this week was all about balance. So the balance is there. We need to balance that. I mean, there can be compromise. If it's within your own family or something with friends, maybe we can collaborate and come to some sort of decision amongst us. But with their input and then your own input personally, there's some sort of balance. And it's like teamwork, It's not all about us. We don't always have to have our way. It's nice as the Empress, but seriously. Like when you go out, you don't say, well, I want to go to the movies. And people say, we want to go out to eat. Well, I want to go to the movies. Well, it's better to say, why don't we just get a bite to eat and then go to the movies? Or why don't, let's go to the beach. You know what I mean? It's about compromise. But Justice card to me is about the truth. And what you put into it, you're going to know. Be honest with yourself. Is what they're saying true? Or are they not seeing the full picture? And then think about, well, they don't know A, B, and C, so I can listen to them, but I can make my own decision. Hierophant. Oh, death. That's the end of not following the crowd. Not following the hive. If people put judgment on you and say, well, this is the way we've always done it. Well, this time it's different. This time I'm doing it different. 4 of Cups, 3 of Staffs. So with this 4 of Cups and this stagnant energy that may be coming, maybe towards the end of the week, really think about what path you want to go on and wait for that ship to come in. Wait for the opportunity to start making those changes. Now, you can start doing it now. You don't want to wait too long because that ship's going to sail. You know, if you sit around in stagnant energy, you're going to have to take some action. And that's what I'm hearing here. You're going to want to take some action fairly soon, because if you stay in that stagnant energy, that ship's going to sail, and you're going to be like, what just happened here? You know, 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups is disappointment. There may be certain people that don't agree with what you're doing. Your advice is to, so if you've lost, focus, how do I say this? Because in the 5 of Cups, they're crying over spilled milk. They're disappointed about these 3. When they're not looking, they have 2 cups in front of them. So maybe there's something right in front of you that you're missing. And you're being so defensive that you're not able to see it. The Sun. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Clarity is yours, baby. The Knight of Coins and the Emperor. So here we go. We're going to start with the Sun. Beautiful energy. So no matter what this is, you're going to see it for what it is and figure it out. Now, the Sun's going to make it crystal clear. The Knight of Coins, taking it step by step. Nobody says you're going to make a change overnight. This may take a little time. All right, maybe past the 7 days that this is supposed to be for. And there's the Emperor, the Divine Masculine. This is the Empress getting in touch with your soul, getting in touch with your feelings, the self. And this is thinking about, now, what exactly do I really want here? You know, I want to be comfortable. I want to be happy. This is the Emperor saying, I have the confidence to do this. Divine Masculine. And the Emperor is going to make decisions that are going to make this transition and these changes much more positive. So have confidence in yourself and pay attention to how you feel. And that's going to give you the idea of which direction you probably should go. Don't sit in that energy too long. You know, maybe by midweek start thinking, well, I mean, it's Tuesday, but whatever. Going towards the end of the week then, because I think I'm going to do on Friday, I think I will do weekend energies. So it'll conclude Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and see what the feeling is for the weekend going into the next week. So stay tuned. If you're not subscribed, you know, hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you a part of the Soul Tribe. Plus you get updates. So this is going to continue on throughout the week. The energy. Wednesdays to me is all about the wisdom. So this is about universe giving you some wisdom on how you can maybe do all this. And if you follow through with each one, you get more information for maybe your individual situations. Hit that bell icon so you can be notified when I drop a video. I'd love to hear comments down below. Is there something you like, don't like? I like constructive criticism. What would you like to see? That kind of stuff. Because it's my channel, but I consider it R. It's a Soul Tribe channel. So, thank you all for tuning in. Do give this a thumbs up. Also, please give this a thumbs up, especially if it resonated. All right, tune in tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow for some more of the saga, some more information. You empresses and emperors out there, tune in and join tomorrow, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.